Here's just a little demonstration of what my concept is. Basically a full recreation of Sonic.exe. Well, not a recreation, more like a remake or sorts. Well, I guess recreation, whatever. I'm just trying to expand upon the properties presented in the original game and lore, and try to make this game, which is basically like a setup for another project I'm working on that'll go more into an expansion. It's kind of like an ARG, if you will. But here's my menu screen. Just a simple thing, you know. The idea is that to have these characters feel more if they're like a little more expressive in a way. So as you see, when you move your mouse on top of it, you can see that their eyes kind of change here. And if you listen really closely, I don't know if you can in this recording, but there is a little heartbeat sound that plays here, you know, stuff like that. The mouse cursor is just Sonic's head. Go into the game here. Just a simple thing I made. I'm not very experienced with coding, so I use the drag and drop method, which is a shame because I can't do a lot than just move and jump. Here we have totems that if you restart the room here, we'll look at the intro. There's like about a few different intros I actually made to provide a lot more like originality for each playthrough, because I want each playthrough to be a different experience for a person. So I made all these different things that could happen. As you can see here, the totems are a different face now. I believe their wings change on the one right here, up and down. They're changed randomly. Here, this is just like a test room, okay? This is just test objects and stuff. Here we have this little chicken. Sometimes the animals follow you. They get up and follow you and stuff. Most of the time it won't, because it's gonna be like a different event, you know. So here you go, you got the different change of music, a little remix of the original one for the game made by someone else that I will credit. Don't worry, I'm trying to get in contact with them too, um, in order to use their music. But this is just a test here. We got Sonic here. Now, these are the original sprites from other things, but I edited them like from the original games. But I edited them. I recreated them myself, basically. Like I drew over them and I tried to make them a little more creepier, a little more expressive, as you can see. Tails is when he's running, you can see that he's clearly afraid prior to before he touches the animal, to kind of signify that there's a change in tone here. Now, there's this thing I created here. We'll see it's the event where you see Sonic. We'll see right here. Now this, it'll actually display a different message. I have multiple different messages, but they all have the same meaning. Like, do you want to play? Do you want to play with me? Do you want to play a game? You know. Here we have Sonic.exe chasing you. If he touches you, just restarts the move. It's just to test how Sonic moves. I set him on a path, so he goes in kind of these wobbles instead of a straight line to kind of add more character, you know. And then here we have Tails. He's more expressive. He's trying to get your attention. He's like, go this way, come on, he's coming this way. And he just, he tries to run. He doesn't have his tails here. This is intentional that he doesn't have his tails here as to Prior. Prior is just because I haven't put them in yet, but here it's intentional because if he had his tails, people would be saying, like, why doesn't he fly away? And that could also be a different possible pathway in which he does has tails, and then he flies away to add more, of a new experience to different players, and more replay value to this game. So here we go. We'll just go here. He trips. Eventually, there'll be a rock there with a trip on. He cries, big baby, big fat baby. Sonic.exe comes down. He looks at the player, wobbles his finger, and he's like, yeah, you can't get away that easily. He reappears in front here. This will be cut off, but I'll just show you what happens because you're helping me make this game anyways. But it'll be like a glitch screen. It's supposed to represent the soul inside the player. And shit, and wabba wabba, creepypasta shit. But it will be cut off. It'll just be here for a split second. I think as more as we get on with the different characters, it'll show a lot more what happens to the characters. There'll be like different pathways where the characters are in different zones, and it creates these kind of gruesome kind of imagery and stuff. Just add more creepiness to this, you know, to make it a little more original and just not very nice to look at. uh, I press 1 to restart the game. You can get a look at the intro. See, there's a glitch right here. I want this game to be more glitchy rather than bloody and stuff, because I feel like that adds more to the character of X. That there's a secret one, a secret intro. Sometimes it's the you know, here I'll show you. We'll go into Eggman's level real quick. Sometimes it'll be a regular exe, you know, like from the original, which is the split second image, or it's bad and it's just fucking original and doesn't do shit, you know. Um, Sorry if I cuss too much. It's a habit. See, like it's different too now. Yeah. It's still not doing. You're gonna have to take my word for it. I'll send you the images and stuff. But sometimes it'll do the original exe stuff. So getting into Eggman here. Yeah, his level is probably the most complete. Besides having Sonic.exe in it, I've created this curtain in front. This is actually my own sprite here that I made from scratch because it's nowhere in any of Sonic media and stuff. But I don't think I would have used it from anything in Sonic media because nothing comes close or would, you know, would look as good as this. Well, actually, it would look better because it's better sprite made, but you know, this is kind of just a placeholder thing here to represent what I'm kind of going for. Because in the I want this game to be kind of more straight, like faithful to the original story, but also adding a bit of new stuff. And as you can see here, he has a little bit of wing animation. He has a different jump, different jump, and eventually, sometimes when you play this level, the original music created by Crimson will play as well instead of this remix here. But yeah, just to test how Dr. Eggman plays. I haven't really gotten in developing Sonic.exe in this stage here, and the commands and stuff, you know, all that. I do have them drawn up here in my concepts, which I will show you later. But yeah, this is basically it. This is what I've gotten done so far. Took about a week to do this, if I'm gonna be honest. I haven't really worked on it as much now. Just been kind of poopy. Oh, there he goes again. God damn it. But yeah, this is what I've got. Just like the idea I told you about where he comes out of here would be like, you know, you minimize the screen here. Sonic.exe would either appear in the window here or he would appear outside of here. Hold on, stupid notification. I don't. They're just pop-ups. He would appear either inside of here where you see my Sonic mouse cursor or outside of here where you don't see it. And he would just be doing crazy shit, you know? I want him to mess with the player by doing all these different things like shutting down the computer, opening disk trays, you know, appearing outside of the game, you know, or breaking the actual barrier of the game. Like, I feel like there would be like, you know how Windows have like the top things that display the names and stuff up here, or the X, like he would break that and then start moving the whole around, you know, just crazy shit. That's all I want to happen in this game, you know. But that's sort of my concept so far. If you press enter here, it might, yeah, there you see, there's that. Yeah. I'll send you this, and if you do choose to start working on it, let me know. I'll send all my sprites I've done so far, so you can use those. And I'll send Tails' tail sprite, so you can attach that to Tails. I haven't put them on with this sprites because they need to work differently. In some sprites, like in the jumping sprite, they need to face the opposite direction of where the player is going, because you know it does that in the original game. I don't know if I'm really gonna have Tails fly in this. I feel like that would be a mechanic we should add in because you know he does that in the original games. But yeah, this is just something I'm working on right now. If you are gonna work on it, I feel like you should just don't worry about all the details and stuff. Just try to get the character to mimic the original Sonic gameplay from the original game, you know, the momentum and stuff. See if you can do spin dashes, just have them roll and stuff. That's all I really gotta do. All you really I ask you to do, and like do slopes and stuff, you know, because I am not good at that shit. I am not a good developer. I'm not even that experienced. So I'm trusting you to do this. And if you don't want to do that, I understand. I just thought I'd show you this stuff. Anyways, so yeah, here it is. I'm just gonna end this now. Bye bye. Bye bye.